a murder mystery game called The Night Hunter from University Games. I'm not going to spoil any of the answers to the game, so feel free to watch. Thank you for joining me here at Teacher Math Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. The Night Hunter is a murder mystery type game for one or more players. It's divided into 4 chapters and designed by Jordan Goddard, Mandy Goddard, and Ryan Schoon, and published by University Games. They sent us this copy to review. The game comes with a lot of components, divided well with the chapters clearly labeled. Here's an overview of the game. In a murder mystery game like this one, you start out with a story, and it gives you an objective to figure out the mysteries to progress. But this is not a murder mystery game where you dress up or take on different character roles to play out the mystery or story. It's more closely related to an escape room style game. Players are working together to figure out the puzzle, or in this case, the mystery, in order to advance to the next part or chapter of the game. This one is all about a murder mystery about a killer called the Night Hunter. It's divided into 4 chapters. Each chapter takes about an hour to play. Here's a description from the publisher on the story. It was more than 20 years ago when the Night Hunter terrified America with a series of disturbing, animalistic murders. He taunted police and wrote strange and bewildering letters to the media. The public breathed a sigh of relief, thinking their reign of terror ended when Bill Mendax confessed to the crimes and was sentenced to life in prison. But now a new murder has taken place, with similarities previously not released to the public. Is it a copycat? Does Mendax have a partner? Or has the wrong person been behind bars with the real killer on the loose all of this time? The Bureau needs your help to find the truth before the Night Hunter kills again. Join the Bureau in search of clues as you explore over 100 unique pieces of evidence to learn about the Night Hunter's past and solve the murders in the present. It will take lots of evidence and listening to the witnesses to catch the murderer. So Chapter 1 looks at this new murder and how it relates to the guy, Bill Mendax. You'll try to figure out how this new victim died and what and why the bite marks are on the body. Chapter 2 looks at the previous murders, and Chapter 3 and 4 reveal things that I don't really want to spoil for you. Now, I've played quite a few of these types of games. Here's some of the things I appreciate. I like the tactile nature of the components. You have the light device. You'll use that to inspect documents and other items in the chapters to reveal clues. You have transparent screens that you can use to overlay on top of pages. The components also keep you immersed in the story. You have case files and envelopes that keep things neatly divided and clearly labeled. The graphic design is done well. There's illustrations throughout, and they work well with the story. One thing I really like about this murder mystery is that each step of the way, the game tells you what your objective is, and you should know when you figured it out, and then you move on with a new objective. I like that this is clearly stated each step of the way. The story is engaging too, so kudos to the team on that. Here's some minor critiques. There's quite a bit of reading, but it worked out okay for us since I played with multiple players, so we could sort of share that responsibility. But since this is a murder mystery, that's basically a full story with different chapters that make sense. You do need access to the internet for solutions. Now, that could be a deterrent to some people. It's done well, but it could take players out of the immersive experience a little. I think there could be a different way to do this by having a book in the game with solutions to the puzzles. Also online is a hint system. I think it's done well. You only are going to access it if you need help figuring out steps to the solution. So it's up to you to know when you're going to access it or not. So the difficulty level for this game is, I would say, medium level. You do need to carefully read and observe all the materials, but there aren't great leaps of deduction that I've seen in other games that may have to do with harder varieties of these types of games. The length is good too, about an hour for each chapter, and everything is easily put away and can be brought out again to pick up where you left off. If you're looking for a new murder mystery experience that you can play together with a group of your friends, I'd recommend trying out The Night Hunter. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever played a murder mystery or escape room style game. I'd love to hear about it.